Green open access is the process of making a version of a research publication freely available to read online, often with less in the way of copyright and licensing restrictions than traditionally published material. Green open access usually happens via a repository, which is a type of online archive dedicated to the purpose. Repositories can be run by institutions such as universities, and an example of an institutional repository is ORO, run by the OU. Repositories can also be run by subject communities, for example by groups of philosophers or scientists or economists. Items are made green open access in addition to being published traditionally. So, for example, a researcher could have an article published in a journal run by a commercial publisher and make a version of the same article green open access. The version of the full text that publishers will allow to be made green open access can vary, but it's generally not the final published version. Typically, it's the author's accepted manuscript, which is the version after peer review but before copy editing and typesetting by the publisher. Most commercial publishers enforce an embargo period. This is a minimum amount of time that has to elapse before the full text can be made available via green open access. This could be 12 months, 24 months, or some other period defined by the publisher. Publishers enforce embargo periods in order to try and balance the growing desire for open access with the viability of their business. They argue that if all research were freely available instantly via repositories, then nobody would pay journal subscriptions, pay download charges, or buy books. Different publishers have different policies around green open access, so check with your publisher to see which version of your publication they will let you make available and what other conditions they apply. For more information, contact library-research-support@open.ac.uk. Thanks for watching.